I'd like to talk a little bit about introversion. I'm an introvert, and I've felt inferior most of my life because of that. Part of the reason I believe is because in American society, introverts are not valued. Extroversion, person who's the life of the party, is the popular one. In research that's been done in different countries, in Asian countries, in classrooms, the most popular, the most respected children are the introverts, the ones who are quiet and wise. In American classrooms, the students that are the most popular are the extroverts. My wife and I read a book several years ago called The Highly Sensitive Person, and it was written by an introvert, a scientist who had a really interesting perspective on introversion and extroversion. Her premise, the premise of the book, was that introverts are highly sensitive. We find the same thing happening in animals. One dog will not even notice a thunderstorm, and another dog will hide in the closet. That the dog that's hiding is more sensitive, highly sensitive. An extrovert will come into a room full of people, and if not much is happening, they make things happen. They say, "Oh man, nobody's doing anything. Let's do something. Let's play a game or something." An introvert will come into a room full of people and pick up a lot of information quickly. They'll notice someone in the corner is looking kind of sad. Somebody else is maybe looking a little angry. Somebody's talking very, very loud, or they'll pick up a lot more information. And the stereotypical view of introverts is that they don't like people. They don't like to spend time with people. But the view of this author is that they generally like people. They like to spend time with people, but they become overloaded more quickly than an extrovert because they're highly sensitive and they're taking in a lot more information. And an introvert will need to get into a quiet area, a quiet space, or at least quieter, with a small group rather than a large group, faster than the extrovert, because they need to process the information that they've taken in. In ancient times, the introverts in a king's court, and introverts were the counselors, the advisors. The extroverts were the kings and the warriors. And both are needed in any society, but as I mentioned, in the United States, it's introverts are generally not valued, and wisdom is not valued, old age is not valued, youth is valued. And I spent a year in Japan when I was 19 when I went there and 20 when I came back. I taught English, and I really appreciated and respected their culture. I felt like I fit better in that society than in my own. And I think a lot of it was because they value the introverted, the strengths of an introvert. So I really believe there's value in both introversion and extroversion, and they're both needed. And but I was glad to learn what the strengths of an introvert are, and that those are important, and it helped me value my personality. So I hope, if you're an introvert, I hope that's encouraging to you. And I would highly recommend that book. It's not an easy read, but has some really good information. The title again is The Highly Sensitive Person. So I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.